Hi everyone, stem cells cure cancer, Rosetta sniffs comet, a long mystery of dinosaur arms is finally solved. This is your weekly science news with me, the UKAstroNut. Scientists have found a new and novel way of using stem cells to kill cancerous brain cells. What they've done is they've genetically modified stem cells so they release a toxin that specifically targets cancerous brain tumour cells, and it doesn't do any damage to the other brain cells around it. And this toxin will actually destroy and kill the cancerous brain tumour cells. Now, stem cells have been seen as for a long time as the future way possibly of trying to cure cancer, but this is a new novel way. And actually toxins have been used before as well to kill cancer cells, but actually combining stem cells and the toxins together in that you have the stem cells delivering this toxin is a sort of new and interesting new method of doing it. So there's still still a long way to go on this, and there's still a really early research stage, but it's something to keep an eye out for in the future. The Rosetta spacecraft has been studying what the comet 67P smells like. Well, kind of. So the idea is that it studies what the composition of the comet is and what the composition of the sort of gases around the comet are. Now this is really important because in the early solar system, after all the planets have formed, all the rock and rubble and dust that are left over actually form all these asteroids and comets that are left over in the solar system. So we find out what they're made of now, we can find out what chemicals were around in the early solar system and where they were within the solar system and how far away they were from the sun. So what does comet 67P smell like? Well, apparently like cat pee, which is kind of strange, but actually it seems to have the same traits as that are in cat pee and also in rotten eggs as well. And these are things like ammonia and hydrogen sulfide, these kind of chemicals. So by doing this, as I said, we can try and find out what the early solar system was like and what kind of chemicals were around in the early solar system and where they were. Finally, the long-standing mystery in paleontology has been solved of the gigantic dinosaur arms. So around 1960, scientists uncovered two gigantic dinosaur arms, but they didn't have the rest of the skeleton for it. Now what we know from dinosaurs is they walk on two legs, they tend to have rather small arms. But these were really huge arms, and they seem to be out of much proportion for the body from a lot of the other dinosaurs we'd found. This was the 1960s, and it was only until recently that we actually found the full skeleton of this dinosaur. So what does this dinosaur with crazy arms look like? Well, apparently it has really stumpy legs with a large kind of feet, which will allow it to sort of walk over marshes and sort of sand without sinking down. And it has these giant, huge arms as well, which presumably have some kind of purpose, some kind of foraging or some other kind of purpose. We're not really sure yet, there's still a bit more work to do in it, but having discovered the skeleton makes the job a little bit easier to do. Thank you very much for watching, that was your weekly science news. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any comments or any feedback, I always try and get back to them. You can also follow me on Twitter at UKAstroNut, but otherwise thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys soon.